If you need your chair, go ahead and use it. If not, bring your elbows up and pull them down. Find your rhythm. Pull those arms down as your knees come up. We'll get our little core activated. We'll get our hips moving and grooving. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch and let's close the gate. We're going to make big circles with our left hip and knee. So hold on to the chair if you need it. Get some good mobility going through that left hip. Your right leg should be slightly bent. You should be feeling this up in the front of your hip flexor. Get a really big circle. Switch sides. Do your right leg. I'm going to turn. I'm still using my chair for balance. Nothing wrong with that. Make sure you get a little bit behind you. I'll turn so you guys can see going behind and then bringing that hip up in front. Again, slight bend in your left leg so that you're not resting on your bones and your ligaments. Change directions. So now you're going to go from in to out, right? From in across your body, out and away. If you get some clicking, some popping, that's normal. If it's painful, tell me about it and we'll fix that. No problem. My hip flexors are super tight, so I'm feeling this. Up in the front, switch legs, left leg, up, open. Again, keep a tiny bend in your right leg so that you're not resting on your bones and ligaments. We're actually engaging some of those muscles through there. Go work, folks. Let's head up on our toes. We got 30, 2 sets. We're going to keep our pattern that we've been doing of 10 on 2 feet, and then we'll go 10 on the left, 10 on the right. We'll take a little rest, we'll stretch, and then we got another set. So, that's got to be 10. If you're up for it, lean your weight over to the right. If you are capable and strong and feeling good, lift that left leg off the ground. You can raise your left arm. You can raise your right arm. And we will be ballerinas together. 3, 2, 1. Switch over to your left side. Again, if you're not comfortable on one foot, then just leave your right toes on the ground. You could stay on 2 feet. Totally good with that. Raise that left arm up overhead. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Bring your left foot behind you. Keep your heel on the floor and lean in towards your chair. You should get a beautiful, glorious stretch all in the back of your calf. Switch it up, switch sides. Amazing. Keep it up, gang. Beautiful work. All right, we got one more set. 10 on 2 feet, 10 on your left, 10 on your right. Bang it out. 1, 2, hands overhead if you can. If you can't, you gotta hold on. Do that, whatever works for you. You've been living in your body your whole life. You know it way better than I do. And over to the right. I'm staying a little bit on my left toes right now because my right leg is tired. So you guys hang out, do what works for you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the left. Again, if you can't get all the way on your left side, then just shift your weight. Shift your weight so that 80% of it is on your left foot and 20% is on your right. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Stretch it out again. I looked up some of my my walking speed research articles yesterday, and so I have those in case anybody is interested and wants to know about them. Give yourself some hugs. We're gonna do. I got on the phone with my mom yesterday because her back was hurting. She was having a little bit of right-sided back pain, and one of my favorite stretches to give people with back pain, and this with a patient the other day too. I want you guys to rest your hands on your chair, back yourselves up, and then to just kind of lean down. You should get a really good stretch kind of through your shoulders and the middle part of both sides of your torso. If you got shoulder problems or shoulder issues, you want to do it with just one hand, you can. or if you don't want to back so far away, you can not back up so far, and you can kind of let the chair do the work for you. But this one should feel really good. Come on up. Get into this kind of plank position right here, and then back it on up again. You can spread your hands out a little bit. Sometimes I'll lean my way to the left and keep your head in between your arms. Sometimes I'll lean my way to the right, keep my head in between my arms, and come on back up. That should feel pretty good. Another piece of feedback I got from my mom and a couple other people were, if I'm telling you like, oh, we should feel this here, and you don't feel it, drop me a message and we'll look at your form and I'll get it so that you're feeling in the right spot. But the hardest part about this for me is guiding you guys through this and hoping you feel it in the right spots and telling you, okay, you should feel it here, you should feel it here, you should feel it here. And you guys are on the other side of it like, what? I don't feel it there, Cal, right? And maybe it's just a tweaking of your form. So that stuff is really easy to fix. So speaking of that, we're going to do squats. We should feel these in your butt and in your quads. An easy fix for most of these is pull your belly button in, right? If you engage your core, you turn on the right muscles that then activate the muscles that we want to work, all right? So with these, keep your belly nice and tight, head and chest up, really tall. We're going to squat. We got partial range. We did these earlier in the week. Partial range, 30, 3 sets of 10. Right, we're going to go into that mid-range like 50%, and we're going to go down to 40% and up to 60% right here. Right, you're not going to like me after this. I'm okay with that. We'll be friends at the end again, I promise. Okay, so up nice and tall, belly in tight. Just this little tiny motion here. For me, this is 50%. Right, for you guys, it might be up here, and this is where you're most comfortable, and you can get the best bang for your buck. So I am good with that. That's got to be 8. 9, 10, good stuff. Let's incorporate a little breathing into this too. So let's exhale on our way down, inhale on our way up. Okay? And you can do what works for you, but focus on your breathing as we go through this, okay? Exhale down, inhale up. Ready? Get in your 50%. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Inhale it up. Exhale. Inhale. That's 3. Exhale. Make sure you're sitting your butt back. Staying in this nice tiny range. 7, exhale, inhale, 8, exhale, inhale, 9, exhale, inhale, 10, come on up. We should feel that pretty good in our quad muscles, a little bit in your glutes. If you don't, drop me a message and say, Cal, I feel that in my wherever, right? In my back, in my hips, in my feet, wherever you feel it, and I can pretty simply fix your form. For the most part, we got 20 more. Ready? Here we go. In our mid-range. Sorry, we only got 10 more. I'm giving you bonus ones for. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale it up, exhale it out. Check your form, your head and your chest should be really tall. We got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh. I'm feeling that a little bit in my hammies in the back, too. And that's good. Alright. Let's do some core work. Actually, sorry, let's do some glute work, then we'll do some core work. The glute work we're going to do is back and away. I like to turn this way because I like you guys to see the angle that I am going out with. So we're not going straight back with this. We're not going straight sideways. It's that sweet spot. At 45 degrees, you should feel it in the outside of your seat, right on the outside muscle group through here. Your standing leg, you should feel it almost in the same spot as I start to lean and fall over. All right, so hold on to your countertop, hold on to your chair. We're going back and away. Little pulses, little range of motion right here, right? If you need to rest your right toes down in between, you can. If you don't, then don't. Make sure you're recruiting everything on this side so you're staying up nice and tall. Let's do 20. In addition to, if you guys have been joining me, you get bonus ones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're feeling good. Raise one hand up. Feeling super balanced. Raise your other hand up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Switch it up. Standing on your right leg, tiny bend in your right knee. I'm going to turn this way and go this way so you guys can see. There's a little bend in my hip. There's a little bend in my knee. We're going out and away with our left leg. We got 30, 3 sets of 10, 4, 5, up nice and tall, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're feeling good, lift that left hand. 3, 4, let your right hand join it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful, folks. Shake it out if you have to. Let's stretch it. We'll stretch that muscle group we just worked. So have a seat on your chair. Take your left leg. Rest your left ankle on your right knee. Lean a little bit forward. You might get a good stretch in the outside. I'll turn so you guys can see. Right, you're going to feel a good stretch on the outside of your left butt cheek area. Excuse my language. If you need a little bit more, then push really gently down towards the earth on that left side. Let's switch legs. Right ankle over left knee. Really gently pushing down towards the ground. Leaning forward. Your head and your chest should stay up nice and tall. While we're here, we're going to bend kind of forward in your chair like this, right? I don't want you hunched over like this. We're going to bend forward in your chair, and we're going to row right from here. We're going to row. We're going to do 50 rows. If you got little weights, and you want to try using little weights, right? I used water bottles the other day. You got little weights, you want to add those, you can absolutely do that. Just make sure that you are squeezing your shoulder blades together. This is one where you're going to feel it working all through your the middle of your upper back. You should really turn those shoulder blade muscles on. Biggest mistake people make with this is they hike their shoulders up and then they try to do this. If you start feeling some tension in your neck, push your elbows down and away from you and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Okay? Those are all of your cues. We got 50. At 30, I'm going to take my chair away and I'm going to do them in like a squatted position. So if you're feeling strong, you want to try that, go for it. Okay? But we got 30 like this, and then we'll do 20 bonus ones. So up nice and tall and squeezing our shoulder blades back and together like we're rowing a boat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 2 more sets of 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We should be feeling it by now. I know I am. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a break if you need it. I'm moving my chair out of the way. I'm going to try to go back to that same like sitting position, right, as if I had a chair here, but I don't. And that way I can challenge my glutes, my quads, my hammies a little bit. And we got 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1. Check your shoulders. Make sure they're not up in your ears. Make sure you're squeezing that pencil or that $500 bill between your shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, folks. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm a coach. I'm a clapper. I'm a celebrator. I think you guys are amazing for showing up here every day and doing this with me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to plank on our chair. You could do this on a wall if you are not comfortable with your shoulders here, or if your chair is a little bit low. Alright, we're going to walk you through this. If you got a wall, let me see if you guys can see. Right, you can go shoulder height. This is the starting point for most people, right? When I have people start with planks, I have them start on a wall. If you are feeling like you're a little bit stronger and you want a little more of a challenge, go to a lower surface, right, where you can hang, right, in a good straight line from the crown of your head to the tips of your heels, right, in a good straight line right here. If that feels easy, right, if you could hang here all day, like, Kel, this is easy peasy for me, then you keep lowering the surface that you go to, right? So, I have my couch right here. right? That would be the next lower surface that I would go to, right? Of just at this height. And then the last part, obviously, would be going all the way to the ground. So if you are up for that, and you can hang here, this is where you should be hanging, right? Biggest thing with the plank is don't let your hips drop. Don't let your hips come all the way up to the ceiling. I'm going to hang out with you guys at kind of my mid-range on my chair here. Remember, the biggest thing is to stay in a good straight line. Move so you guys can see, right? From my heels all the way to the top of my head. We are hanging for 30 seconds. We'll just hang out. And in a second, we're going to add in some legs and some arms. The same thing with this one. Make sure your shoulders aren't up in your ears. You're not in this real like protracted position. We want to engage everything. So push your shoulders away from your ears, your hands away from your body. Squeeze your glutes together. Squeeze your abs in towards your spine. You should be up on your toes. We got 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can relax, you can rest and come out of it. We're going to do that same setup, but we're going to move our arms. Right? If you're not comfortable moving your arms, if you're not comfortable putting weight through your arms, you can come a little bit closer and you can just kick your legs out. Right? But we're gonna go back into our plank position right here. Beautiful. Put your right hand more in the middle of the chair because we're going to reach with our left hand first. And we're just going to reach up and straight in front of you like you're picking apples off a tree and you're putting them in a basket. That is your chair. I know it's not the fall, but we can pretend. Let's pick 10 more apples and then we'll switch sides. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that belly nice and tight. 8, 9, 10. You might feel this in your shoulders. Switch hands. Put your left hand closer to the middle. You can feel this in your shoulders. You might feel this. You should be feeling it. A little fire going on in your belly. That arm that's moving, you might feel it more. We got 15 like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a big inhale when you reach up and exhale it as you go down. 9, 10. Check your form, check your belly, make sure your hips aren't dropping. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Beautiful. Good stuff, folks. Doing awesome. Alright. We're going to thread the needle. Right, let's open up some of the space in our chest here. So right hand back on the chair, left hand reaching through. Exhale your way down, inhale your way up. Ooh, reaching up and away. That's a beautiful thing. We got 8. So take your time on the first couple. No need to push it going crazy far. Again, get a good stretch all through the middle of your torso. Here, inhale your way up. That's 3. Exhale it down. 4. Inhale it up. 5. Exhale. Inhale again. Pay attention to your right shoulder. Your right shoulder should be totally relaxed, pushed away from you. Not up in your ear. It does not have anything interesting to say, believe me. I've talked to it. That makes me sound crazy. 2 more. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Alright, switch sides. We got 8. Left hand again. Check your left shoulder. Make sure it's not up in your ear. Right? Nice and down and pushed away. Exhale your way down. Inhale your way up through the right. Get a beautiful stretch throughout your right torso, the midsection of your body. Show it some love. It's often forgotten about. This is, in case you guys could not tell, one of my favorite exercises. We tend to lose a lot of mobility within our thoracic spine, right? So our cervical spine is the upper part that makes up most of our neck. Our lumbar spine is your lower back, where people tend to get a lot of pain and discomfort. And we often neglect and forget about that middle part, which is called your thoracic spine or your T-spine. And everybody forgets that everything's connected. One more, guys. Good job. So we take care of our thoracic spine, and often our neck and our back feel a little bit better with that stuff too. Let's tilt. Speaking of necks, tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach your right hand behind you. We should look like this. Ooh. We are hanging. Turn and look into your left armpit. And if you want, take your left hand and really, really gently pull it towards the ground in the direction of your nose. You should get really beautiful, glorious stretches through your right shoulder with that. Tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Bring your left hand behind your back. Oh my goodness. Anybody else feel that? Holy shnikes. That is good. Turn and look into your right armpit and give a little extra pressure. Ooh, you should feel that in the more towards the back of the left side of your neck. Oh man. Ooh, come on up. How are we feeling? Give yourselves some hugs. Let's do some bicep work and a little tricep work, and then we'll do some balance, and then we can let our 10:30 crew get out of here. And if you want to stay and hang out with me, we'll stay and hang out some more. Let's get down in our sumo squat. Right here, your knees should track over your toes. You shouldn't be leaning in one way or the other, although that might be a fun one to try. Alright, guys, rest your fists on your thighs. Lift your arms up about a foot, right? And we are just going to curl full range of motion. Little bicep curls to start. Doing awesome. This is another one. If you got little weights, or you got water bottles or something, and you want to try them, go for it. Biggest thing is your form, right? I'm actually feeling this most in my legs because we got that squat going and I don't have weights right now. But the biggest thing is check yourself this way, right? You shouldn't be bent forward, right? Up nice and tall, straight as an arrow. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, right? That'll prop you up a little bit. And bring your elbows out a little bit in front of your torso. You can see I was cheating there and trying to go here. Bring them out so that they're in front of you. We got 20 more, guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. We're going to make these little tiny pulses. Little tiny pulses right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on up. That was beautiful. We're going to do a little tricep work. We're going to start feeling this in the backs of our arms. So I want you guys, feet together, drop your right foot back and about a foot behind you. You can turn your toes facing outwards. You're going to lean a little bit forward. So I'll turn so you guys can see. Again, we want head, chest up nice and tall, shoulder blades squeezed together. Lift your right arm above your ribs, right? Totally straight right here. And square up your shoulders. Everybody's going to want to turn and look at me this way. Don't. Look straight ahead. Make sure your shoulders are even with one another. And we're just going to lift. Reaching on up. Triceps are super important for picking up stuff off the ground like grand kiddos. They're often forgotten about. They're that muscle group that hangs on the back underside of your arm. So we can tone and tighten them up. Again, if you got a weight, you got a super light weight, you should be using it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to turn square to you guys so you can see, right? My shoulders are square right here. People tend to turn with this one, right? Or they drop down this way. Keep them nice and square. If you got a mirror around, now's the time to break it out. We got 3 more. I kept you here a while, sorry. 3, 2, 1, and switch it up. So feet together again. Left foot drops behind you about a foot. Tilt your toes out to the side. Lean yourself forward. Again, nice flat back. Really good posture here. Left hand straight. Get that elbow as straight as you can. We got 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that elbow super straight. Keep those shoulders super square. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Alright, let's incorporate a little bit of balance. We got a couple more minutes. You guys are doing amazing. So let's go right foot behind left foot in that tandem stance. Raise your hand if you did this while you were brushing your teeth last night. Totally forgivable if you forgot. As I fall over. We got 30 seconds hanging right foot behind left. For some reason this is difficult for me today. Alright, we're settled in. My mom suggested I tell you guys the story of how Nick and I got engaged, because we mentioned the French fry joke the other night that Sandy gave me, the other morning, about how the first French fries were not made in France. Well, where were they made? They were made in Greece. If you missed that one, you're welcome. And that's where Nick and I got engaged. So, switch your feet, guys. So while we're balancing, I will entertain you with a great engagement story, and I'll preface it by saying when we went to Pre-Cana, around this time last year, in a room full of, like, you know, relatively newly engaged couples, they said, did anybody get engaged, you know, internationally? And we were the only ones to raise our hands, so I had to get up and tell this story in front of, I don't know, 100 other engaged couples. And by the time I was done with it, all the women were looking at their husbands, their future husbands, like, come on, like, why didn't you do that? So Nick totally blew it out of the park with this one. Switch your feet, guys, alright? And if you don't want to hear the story, just turn your volume down. I won't take any offense to it. But anyway, we had planned this vacation to go to Italy. We were going to go to Rome and to Santorini and to Athens, because he had been on a family trip with his family to Italy, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 years ago now. And he always wanted to go back to Rome, and I've always wanted to go to Greece. So we planned this trip. It was like a 11-day vacation. And we went to Rome first. We were in Rome for 4 days. Switch your feet again, left behind. Rome for 4 days, Santorini for 4 days, Athens for 3. And we got to Rome, and we stayed in this Airbnb right by the Colosseum, and it was beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. And I figured, we were at a point, like, he knew I was going to say yes if he asked me to marry him. And my family's really bad at keeping secrets. So I figured, like, before we left, somebody was going to spill the beans. If he was going to propose on this trip, like, somebody was going to blow it ahead of time, and I was going to know about it. But everybody kept their cool. Alright, good job on the balance. We're going to switch back to our right foot, little bend in your right leg. Slight, lift your left leg up off the ground in front of you. If you're up for it, roll the soccer ball like we've been. If you're not, then just hang out right here. I'm going to hang out right here today. We're going to see if we can go for 45 seconds on each foot, twice. So I thought I was going to know ahead of time because my family would have spilled the beans. Or, I don't know, if I was traveling with a ring, like, I would be super cautious and, like, kind of neurotic about it. But Nick is not that way. So we get on the flight. He's super casual going through, like, you know, security and that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking, like, there's no way he has a ring. Like, no way he's got a ring with him. He's being way too casual. All right, like, it's not going to happen. Right? And I was like, it's unfair of me to expect that. Like, I don't want to, you know, put any pressure on him, whatever. So we get through security. We fly to Rome. We have a phenomenal time in Rome. It's delicious. It's beautiful. It's, like, old and unbelievable. I could talk about Rome forever. Switch our feet. You did awesome. Left foot on the ground, right foot up in the air. So our flight to Santorini was at 6 in the morning. So at 3 in the morning, we had an Uber driver take us to the airport in Rome, and we couldn't check into our hotel in Santorini until 3. So we get to the hotel, and it's one of those hotels where, like, the guy who checks you in is also the guy who cleans the pool, is also the guy who, like, makes your drinks. So it's this little tiny, like, beautiful, very nice hotel. But beautiful. Switch your feet. Sorry, I fell over there. One more time on your right, one more time on your left. And we couldn't check into our room until 3, so we get there about 9 in the morning, and the guy's like, oh, don't worry, just leave your luggage in the lobby. You guys can go, like, hang out on the beach, and then when your room is ready, we'll get you into it. Alright, fine. So we, like, change in the bathroom, put our bathing suits on. We go fall asleep on the beach because we had been up since 3 in the morning. And as, you know, we're going into the room, Nick is like, oh, I made us dinner reservations at this place that a friend told me about. Switch your feet, guys. Last time. we have to be up there. It's in a town called Pyrgos. We have to be up there at 7 o'clock. I said, all right, like, and that should have been a flag because, like, you've never made a dinner reservation in your life, like, but okay, I didn't think he had a ring with him, so I wasn't worried about it. So, we get up, we take a taxi up to this town called Pyrgos, and my birthday was coming up in a couple weeks. So we get out of the taxi, and there's a guy with a backpack, and he's on a moped, and Nick goes, Kel, I got you a surprise for your birthday. We're gonna do like a photo shoot around Santorini. You guys can rest your feet. We're gonna do a photo shoot. Let's stretch while I'm still talking to you here. Come on, spread your legs into kind of a triangle position, and then just let your head kind of rest down. You guys can hang. So there's this photographer, and he starts touring us around Pyrgos, right? And we're like climbing on top of roofs, and like we're taking these photos, and it's like the most gorgeous place I've ever been. The Mediterranean Sea is right there. It's unbelievable. Guys, go ahead and lean over towards your right. Again, if you can't touch your feet, then then just hang out on your knees right here. And we get to the top of this like old Venetian ruin, and the sun's starting to go down, and it's the most beautiful romantic thing I've ever seen. And the photographer says, all right, I want to play with the light. Kel, turn around and stand up tall like a statue. I said, okay. So I turn around, and little did I know, Nick had all this planned out ahead of time, and he had talked to the photographer beforehand, and he said, when I tell Kelly to turn around, that's going to be your cue. Let's turn towards your chair. Let's do a little hip flexor stretch up in the front. So he tells me to turn around, stand up tall like a statue. I do it. I have no idea what's going on behind me. Nick's down on one knee. And apparently he said Kelly, and I didn't hear him. I was listening for the photographer's instructions. So the photographer says, Kel, turn around. So I turn around, and he's down on one knee, and the photographer's snapping away, and I don't even remember what the poor guy said. But he totally got me. Switch your feet. Let's stretch your left hip flexor. Lean it back a little bit. He totally got me. I was completely surprised. I had no idea he had a ring with him. He's down on one knee. Forget what he said. He said, will you marry me? And this poor guy, I looked at him and I said, give me a second. At this point, he's looking at me and he's like, are you serious? And I said, I want to remember this. And I'm so glad I did that because I have the image of him down on one knee in my head, and I have the whole surrounding everything to remember that by. And then, of course, I said yes, and then it was cool because we had this little mini engagement photo shoot after that. And it was amazing and beautiful, and he like totally blew it out of the park. So that is my sappy story of Nick and I in Santorini. I'm going to show you the picture that we got out of it. I have my album here. I promise I did not plan this ahead of time. Let me see. There we go. I'll see if I can show this to you guys. But that was the place we got engaged in. Thanks, Sandy. So it was beautiful and amazing, and I don't know. I thought I might entertain you guys with that. Alrighty, if you are hanging out, first of all, thanks for hanging out with me. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. You've been amazing. And if you want to stick around, stick around. And we will keep going with our more strengthening, focused stuff. Thanks, Karen. Appreciate it. I'm going to check in with you guys. That's okay, Mrs. Landon. Hi, Ann. How are you? Hello, Mrs. Waka. Hi, Mrs. Shannon. Alright, so now you guys know the whole scoop on me. Alright, if you're hanging out, let's hang out. We're doing more squats. We're going to do some lunges. We're going to stretch a little bit. Alright, we're going full range squats, keeping your head and chest up nice and tall. We got, we're going to go 2 sets of 15 pretty fast. 2 sets of 15 fast will get your heart rates up a little bit. If you want a little extra, raise your hands up over your head. If you guys are hanging out, let me know you're hanging out. If you are going to go, I totally get it. We'll be back again 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So thanks for hanging with me, guys. I appreciate it. All right, you ready? Hands overhead if you're up for it. We got 15 2 sets of quick squats. Ready? Full range. Keep a little bend in your knees even as you come all the way to the top. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good stuff. Let's do some heel raises while we're here. We got 10, and then we're going back down to do 15 more fast squats. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoo, good work. Turn your chair around. Let's lunge our way out. I'm breaking a sweat, so I'm opening a window to listen to the birds. Right foot in front, left foot behind, left heels come up off the ground. Don't let your knee track over your toes. Going straight down. We're going to do partial range. Right? So this is my mid-range right here. If you guys can only do up here, totally good with that. You're going to feel this in your right hammy, your right glute. Again, keep your right knee on the right side of your body. Don't let it cross your midline, right? So we should be right here, up nice and tall on this side of our body. Don't let it cross or cave that way. We got 20 mid-range. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it up. Left foot in front, right foot behind. We should feel a burn. We should get our heart rates up. 2, 3, 4. If you're feeling good and balanced, go hands overhead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good stuff. Nice work. Let's get a little arm circles happening. If you're feeling like you want to balance during this, go tandem stance. Left foot behind right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your feet and switch your direction of your arm circles. So we should be going backwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on up. Let's get a little stretch. Reach on up and stretch forward and down. You can't touch your toes. Don't worry about it. Go to your ankles. Go to your knees. Come on up. 2 more. Reach, 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 reach. Reach back. Down we go. I love it. Good job. 1 more. Reach it on up. Bend it back. And reach it down and through. Good stuff. Alright, we're going to do a little bit calisthenic stuff. Calisthenic work, so spread your feet out. I call these Captain America stars when I do them with the kids. So we're going to go hand to opposite foot and back up. If you can't reach that or you're not comfortable doing that, just go opposite knee. Right? But let's get some mobility and stability through our torsos and our core. Right? And we're going to go up, opposite foot, down. We got 20. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up every time. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, beautiful. I love it, guys. Good job. What I want you guys to do next is add our marches, but we'll do a little core with it. So the outside of your right elbow should hit the outside of your right knee. So this is a little bit of balance. This is a little bit of core stability. They're like standing crunches almost. I'm not a big fan of the crunch. I think it puts a ton of strain on our lower back. But when you're standing and you're breathing, we can activate those muscles the right way. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome stuff. I need a little bit of a stretch through here. Similar, not really similar to that. I want you guys to just kick straight out in front of you. I do this with the kids. I call it superhero kicks and punches. We're just going to kick out. Again, a little bit of like cardiovascular, a little bit of balance, not really strength with this one. And I want you to go opposite arm, opposite leg. You can lean back a little bit, challenge your core and your hips a little bit more. And we got 20. Here we go. 1, 2. Keep your elbows soft. You don't have to reach all the way out and punch. Just keep them soft. 7. Same thing with your knees. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome stuff. Bring your chair back. Go grab, you can grab just about anything. I have a foam roller here that I'm going to grab. If you want, grab a book, grab a pillow, grab a blanket, grab something, because we're going to put it underneath one of our feet just to bias our other foot. We're going to do full range of motion squats. Okay, so we're going to go down and putting whatever you've chosen underneath your right foot is going to make your left leg work harder. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do anything. This is almost foolproof. It's a really easy way to bias one leg versus the other. So you can stand up as you would normally, but it's going to be harder on your left leg. All right, we got 10 on each side twice. These are tough. All right, these are tough. You guys are doing amazing. We'll stretch a little bit after this, and then we will be done. All right, but we got 2 sets of 10 on each side. Ready? Whatever you've chosen under your right foot, up we go. Ready? 1, 2. Nothing fast with this. Nothing super fast or super slow. 3. You should be feeling this. 4 in your left glute, right? Your left outside butt muscle. A little bit probably in your left hamstring, in the back of your thigh. And am I going still? I got a phone call. I just had to push that through. I lost track. 2 more. 1, up nice and tall. 1 more. 2, beautiful. Switch whatever you've chosen over to your left leg. And we're going down. Ready? Starting up. We got 10. 1, 2, 3, head and chest nice and tall. 4, 5. I like to exhale on my way up from this. 6. Inhale on your way down. Exhale on your way up. That's 7. There's 8. 9. And 10. Beautiful. Switch it up. 10 more on each leg. You're doing amazing. You're all rock stars. You inspire me. 10. Here we go. Down and up. That's 1. 2. Remember, exhale on your way up. 3. And don't forget, if the chair is too low, you can throw a pillow back there. If you need to, throw a pillow or a blanket to make it not so low a surface to go down to. 7? I don't know, I lost track. 8. Sorry, guys. 9. 1 more. 10. I will count for you this time, I promise. Left foot on top of your object, whatever it is. Maybe it's a dog or a cat. A very compliant and well-behaved dog or cat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. Good work, team. Alrighty, you can kick whatever you've chosen out of your way. I'm sweating. I hope you guys are too. We'll do another hip flexor stretch because mine are tight. If you guys got tight muscles that you want stretches for, let me know. Lean yourself back if you're feeling balanced. Lift up your right arm. Join your left arm with it, look up to the sky or your ceiling. Oh man, come back down. Left foot in front, right foot behind. Rest your right heel on the ground, lean yourself back. Oh my goodness. And lift your left arm up. Lift your right arm up and look up to the sky. Beautiful. And come on back down. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending bonus time with me. Thank you for listening to my engagement story. I hope that it was entertaining, if nothing else. You guys have been, Mishos here. You guys have been awesome. I so enjoy hanging out with you guys every day. So I will see you again tomorrow, 10 a.m., same time and place. Thank you guys for hanging out. Remember, you're strong, confident, and beautiful. Nothing you can't do. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.